Welcome, guys, to the first live episode. So, this is going to be basically a live where we're going to be doing what I call the Watch Me Build. So, Watch Me Build is kind of think about it of we're going to basically be building and setting up a business. We're going to set up the online presence. We're also going to be setting up the lead gen. So, today's lead gen and today's campaign that I want to set up for, I want to go ahead and set it up for a solar business. So, that's what we're going to be targeting right now. Is we're going to be targeting a solar business. Let me just make sure everything here is good to go. Um, and then make sure we're live on YouTube as well. Okay, cool. Looks like we're good. Looks like we're live. All right. All right, guys. All right. Just let me know where everyone is jumping on from, where you guys jumping in. Let me know all the good stuff. And make sure to leave some comments as well to just to kind of give me feedback as well if you have any questions or anything whatsoever at all that you may have. Okay, cool. So first thing first is we're gonna go ahead and for this, let me just go ahead and share my basically the itinerary of what we're gonna be covering for the most part, so you guys can see what we're gonna be working on right here. So basically, what you need is basically RIZN Results Can you go ahead and get started RIZN Results? There should be a link in the description. If it's not, just go and leave a chat comment, and I'll go ahead and someone from the comments gonna go ahead and get that answered for you. So we're gonna have to research our current existing and advertising solar businesses, right? So the first thing first is when you're starting a business, when you're gonna be advertising, you need to see who are your competitors. Do you have competitors? Do you have where are people, you know, who's already pretty much in business, who's already doing pretty much something that you are currently looking for, right? So the best way to do it is you can go to facebook.com/ad library. So if you go to facebook.com and you go to /ad library, and when you go to facebook.com/ad library, I'm going to make sure the diff is pretty much right there. This is on the ad library right here, you'll be able to pretty much see all the existing ads. So why do you want to do this, right? Why we want to do this is because we're going to be basically following a format in here. The formatting that I want you to think about it is we're going to be following a format in here of actually structuring the business that we want, right? So we want to make sure that we have proven businesses that's currently already advertising either in whatever niche we might be. For this case, we're using solar. Like I said, guys, we're going to be building everything from scratch. So this might be a little bit of a longer video, so you might have to come back and rewatch it again for those of you who aren't currently in it, who might have something else doing. But if you don't, it's the middle of the day today, guys, and you can go ahead and pretty much watch me build this. I would like to say from scratch for the most part. Just getting my templates, getting everything ready, and the structure that we're going to be following really quickly. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to do another one here. Okay, good. So here we're gonna go ahead and search for solar. So we want to go ahead and search for solar. So we want to go ahead and see who is currently advertising already in solar. Like what businesses are advertising. What are the solar businesses for the most part? And based off of what I see right now, we see when you look up solar, you can see this is in German. So one thing we can do here is we can go to the filter. And what I want to do is I want to filter, and I want to filter by pretty much, I want to filter active ads and ads that have been available for about, let's say, the past up until November. I don't want anything more than that. Because the reason why is because most people, you want to have a successful ad campaign. You don't want to have something that's basically, poorly performing. Like for instance, this is looking for a reliable roofing contractor. The team at 18 Local Roofing is here to help you. Now you can tell this is not, they will work with insurance companies so that there is no cost. So this looks like it was done pretty much very simple, generic. So one thing we could do is we could go ahead and click on their website, and that might be a website or that might be a lead form, but we click on the website. This is what we see. We see request free estimation. So we want over 2,000 homes. Let's just cancel that. Looks like my antivirus blocked something there. Okay, but that's not good for them. Let's refresh this. All right, let me see. Okay, so select all service. You want a free estimate. You want roofing, solar, sliding, citing other kind of stuff like this, right? So this is basically, we have an image here and we're basically just going to have a lead form, right? So we kind of have an example. So this is kind of what we're going to follow right here. We're basically going to follow something that looks just like this, such as a, think about it more of like we have an ad here and we're going to follow this strategy. We have an opt-in page, and then we're going to have a page such as this, where they basically book a call, which is going to be the application page, and we'll basically have a thank you page. Now, a little bonus I'm going to be sharing with you guys. A little bonus is we're going to be also setting up a way in which we can have artificial intelligence come in, boom, and also call them right after they opt in. So which means it doesn't matter in which somebody is basically, someone could be, tuning in at any point in time, but it doesn't matter wherever it is that they fill out the ad form. The moment they fill out the ad form, you can basically go ahead and opt right in, and you can have that AI call them and start working on it. So we kind of have our hands full here really quickly. So that's basically the format of what we're going to be doing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our RIZN Results account. So you want to go into your RIZN Results account. So your RIZN Results account, you can use the best way to put it, guys, is you go into RIZN Results. When you go into RIZN Results right here, you have you have your accounts such as this. Okay, so you have basically the ability to, once you create your account, you can do getting started, dashboard, conversations, calendars, contacts, opportunities, marketing. We're going to cover and pretty much utilize most of these features. And then we also are going to be having our AI ad launcher, which I'll reveal where you can launch ads with no experience. Like I said, guys, we're literally building all this from scratch. So we're going to build for solar, we're going to build for insurance in future days, and we're going to build for different industries and different niches, right? So for now, we're pretty much just getting started, guys. Just go ahead and, leave your chats and comments if you have any questions, because we're probably going to be here for about 2 hours. All right. So the first thing first we need our business presence, right? So do you have a website domain? Do you have a website? So what you want to do is you want to go to Google domain. So you want to go to Google or Squarespace, actually. You want to go to Squarespace. And what you want to do when you go to Squarespace is you want to go ahead and purchase your website domain. All right, you want to purchase your website domain. Now, most people might have a website. If you have a website, that's good for you. But if you don't have a website, you want to go to Squarespace right here, and you want to purchase a domain. I believe domains go for about $12, right? So you can purchase a website here at Squarespace for about $12 a year, and then we can go ahead and get set up from there. We're not going to dive too much into that, okay? So let's go back in our CRM right here. So I'm going to assume right now you've gotten your website and all that's pretty much been sorted out. That's the assumption right now. So it could be in a position which you haven't gotten a website. You may have not. It all depends. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to go into sites. So we're going to go into sites. And when you go into sites, what you need to do once you go into sites here is you're going to go ahead. I'm going to create we're going to do a website. So we're just going to create a folder. I'm going to call this folder Solar. We're going to call this, basically, this is going to be Solar. Okay. All right. I see the chats are coming in. Awesome, guys. All right. So we have a solar right here. So we're going to go ahead and create a new website. So just come up here and pick from template. So here you can pick your niche, whatever your industry is. Like, for instance, let's say we have there is not really anything for real estate that's shown up here, but what you can do is you can find something that's pretty close to it. So let's say we're looking for something more of let me see. Let's just look up here. Roadside assistance, we can use that. We could probably do something like a hair loss, deck builder. There's a deck builder. We could do something like that. So we could do this, something like this, right? So we're doing solar. So we could do something like this. Now we could only do it. We could do maybe a 1-page, a 2-page website. Honestly, it doesn't matter. So look at this, request a free consultation, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, and then we're just going to click continue right here. And then boom, it's just going to go ahead and add the templates. And it's loading the images as well, making sure everything's pretty much set up for the most part. Okay. All right, let me see. So we're going to be using Chad GPT as well. So To access Chat GPT, you want to go to chat.openai.com. Okay, guys. Once again, you want to go to chat.openai.com. It's very important to use. Like I said, we're implementing a lot of AI here, so you're pretty much going to want to use ChatGPT for most of your stuff that you do. So, it said the template didn't work, so let's refresh this. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a template error. This could just be from my side, basically, a browser side. But while that's loading, I'll just kind of give you guys a brief overview of what ChatGPT is. The thing about ChatGPT is your personal sidekick, assistant, whatever you want to call it. With this, you can give it instructions of things that you want it to do, and it can go ahead and pretty much have that done for you. All right, so looks like this has pretty much loaded. So let's go back in here. Perhaps let's do this on a funnel side. Let's do a new funnel instead and click the templates. Continue. And let's pick like a home services, professional plumbing. Like I said, I know nothing. I know a little bit about solar. I haven't worked in the solar industry. So this is just me basically literally just showing it. You can literally, it doesn't matter. Yeah, this looks like solar right here. Boom, solar. Actually, this is in the funnels. So we'll go ahead and import this template right here. Pretty much good to go. You're not going to get any copyrights or whatever you want to call it, strikes and stuff. Just literally implement it and install it, implement it, and good to go for the most part. So let's see, it's creating that, and looks like we have our boom. So now we have our templates, right? So we have basically, obviously here, choose your reviews. I'm not going to make any changes to this. So send a request. So this is basically where they fill out a form, and then obviously you can put your logo here. Now, you can also put your logo here if needed as well. Okay, so you have the paragraph section. So energy for the future. So this is just basically little quotes, enhancing ideas for solar, all that good stuff. So we have all this stuff, which are pointers and little things, limited time offer, and then, company information here and your logo here as well, right? So this is the template. So we could say, I go to ChatGPT right now and just tell it, I am building a website, building a sales funnel for solar to generate leads. I need 3 bullet points that are catchy and targets my ideal audience's pain points. Audience pain point. Pain point. Now I am using speech to text. That's what I see. Something. So basically something like this: slash your energy bills in half. Discover. And then we'll just come up here to slash your energy bills in half. Boom. So we have something like slash your energy bills in half. And then we're just going to be, say something like this. So write a paragraph in 15 sentences of bullet point 1. Are you tired of putting more our social is designed to help you slash your against putting more money back in your pocket? So we could do something like this. And then just copy that's like and then come back in here, and we're back in here, and then boom, and then we do something like this. All right, and then we can come up here to point number 2, come back to ChatGPT, share this tab, and say goodbye to power outages. Boom, boom, boom. So we're literally building all this live here, guys. Like, we do it live, baby. We do it live, live, live. Say goodbye to power outages. And we're just going to say expand on bullet point 2. So it's going to be like, say goodbye to budget. In today's fast-paced world, have it with us, and you can bid farewell to, and then boom, copy that, literally come up here and paste that right there. So and we can make this smaller as well. Actually, let's do that. However, without solutions, you can, however, without solutions, you can bid. I want to make this kind of something similar. Solutions, you can, boom. Okay. And then we just make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually, you guys aren't seeing what I'm doing right now, but yeah, right there, let's make sure it's there. So I got a little caught up there a little bit. So here, let's do this. Expand PowerPoint 3. Bullet point. All right, so we wrote a little bit more. So in today's friends, imagine being free from blah blah blah. Imagine being free. So bullet point number 3 that we have here is unlock your energy independence, right? So this is basically we're doing more of something like this. Unlock your energy independence. And then this looks like it's a little bit shy. Right, and then just come up here to the font size. And then I gotta put something over here. So let's come back here. With our solar power, you can harness some energy. Imagine a liquid being. Copy that. Come back in here. Boom, right? And then literally just always don't forget to save. Don't always save whatever it is that you're doing right there. Now, as you see here, this looks like your finances and your energy consumption goal. Or we could put something like this. All right, so we got something like this. So, and then enhancing ideas with solar energy and expand on the bullet points, expand on the subheadline. So we'll just come up here, copy this, go to Chad GPT, come up here and say, expand on the subheadline. And it's literally building our website for us right here. So, solar energy isn't just about harnessing the power of the sun. It's also about enhancing your ideas, your lifestyle, and your impact in the world. When you integrate solar energy, you unlock it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. And then we could put something like, let me see what else is a good point. Innovate power solutions, enhance ideas with energy, education, sustainable living is the way to go. We'll do something like this. So I can come up here and be like, solar and sustainable energy is the future. And then we can come up here and say, solar power, just lightning, power businesses, educational, sustainable, environmental, solar energy, lifestyle, it's not source, improvement, mechanical, blah, 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 blah. Copy out that stuff. And repaste it right there. Eco-conscious decisions. Boom, boom. So we're actually even going above and beyond here, as you notice, enhancing ideas with solar energy. So we can see this like this. It's a statement that says you care about the environment. Solar panels on your home or business signifies a commitment to greener future. So literally, you guys are watching me build all this with AI, like boom. And then we can do something like this. We don't have to. So all of this stuff here you can do, but I'm not gonna pretty much do most of this. So I mean, yes, it's always good and ideal that you have reviews for your business, and all that good stuff that comes with it. But I don't really need any of that stuff for this right now. All we're gonna need is basically this. We have a few points here. Ideally, above the fold, which is what people are gonna see. Um, if you have a video or something that you want to put here, you can. We're just gonna we're going pretty simple on this as well, to make it very not too crazy. And then there's also AI. You can use AI as well for most of this stuff. Um, you just highlight it and just say this. Okay, so if you go something like let me show you how to use the AI feature without even using Chat GPT. So you can just double tap it, and then you just say improve writing, simplify writing, make language feel span generate with AI. Um, add a brief reason why people want to go solar. Solar. You can choose your writing tone that you want here. If you want it to be kind of like funny, casual, excited, witty, dramatic, or something like that. You can generate that, and then choose the one you want. Are you tired of being at the mercy? Escape the clutches of scarcity and interest the bill, and then we'll just copy that, and then boom, just click continue, and then boom, right there, it's already pretty much done. So you don't even have to leave. Make an impact in your children's future. So in a matter of minutes, we could be done with this. Put your logo here, put all that good stuff, all rights reserved. We call this ABC company, whatever it is you want to call it, right? I'm not going to go too much into that. So we can call us now, and this button, you want to put it from XXXX, want to put the number to 855. Actually, let's do this 75426. Oh my God. Now you know why I do speech to text. And then we could do something like, if you want, you could put an icon pretty much before, like a call icon kind of deal. Boom. So now people can call us now. And then let's make it look a little bit more detailed. +1. And yeah, 754 262 and 4523. And then you're like, oh my God, this looks so crazy. It looks like a mess. Like, who's going to click on these buttons and stuff? Well, the pattern here, if we make it 8. All right, actually, yeah, that's pretty good right there as well. Let's actually do this. I'm gonna remove the icon. Nah, that's why that's there. Okay. Yeah. And then you can kind of change and play around with that, and see we got more chats coming up in here. We got interesting Camel 10. Awesome. Thank you. This is going to be a great asset in my dream business. Agree. Interesting topic. Introvect. Yeah, and it's chat.openai.com, guys, if you want to go ahead and access that. Um, amazing. Oh, amazing. Wow. Okay. Heaven rules. Yeah. Interesting move in this digital world. Absolutely, it is definitely an interesting move. All right, cool. We're basically going back now. So now we're just going to go ahead and create the lead form. So I'll go back here really quickly. So we can call. So usually they come with their own lead forms, right? So they typically come with their own lead forms. Um, for this one, we're just going to go ahead and check to see, make sure that we actually do have the right lead form for this. So just gonna wait for this to load really quickly. So that's the home page. So this is solar energy quote. So you want to, if you want to do a builder survey, we just come up here to a form, and we just come to the builder here. When you click the builder, you can search for solar. Nah, there's no form. Let's do recents. Nah, that's not it. So we're just going to add form, and we'll just, you can choose from templates, such as if you want to use one of the templates. You can choose something for solar. There's no solar here. We can do something like this. We can do something like this. Stay in the loop. Something like this. Patient registration. So there's a bunch of forms that you can use if you so want to, like this one here. Generic, contact us, drop us a message, kind of deal. Um, we'll just go ahead and choose that one. I want to use this one. It looks pretty simple. Simple and easy to use. Now, do we need to do this? Not necessarily every time, but this is ideally one of the ways in which you can go ahead and pretty much build your website and kind of start generating leads. Now, ideally, since you want leads, the most what you necessarily need is name, email, and phone number, and then you can also add like so you can do name, email, um, and we can do like a phone number kind of deal. So let's see here. Um, let's see, form elements. So we could do like a custom field. If you want to add the address, you can add the address. So let's say I want to delete this, I can just delete that. And I can do like a zip code, postal code. Boom. And then if you want a phone number, obviously just put the phone number and then enable the country picker right there. So they can pick their phone number. Now, I do always recommend if you're going to be getting phone numbers that you put a terms and conditions that they agree to. Let's put this right here to receive text, and then you can change your terms and conditions as well. So make sure this is required. Make sure this is required as well. Make sure this is required. Uh, that's required. And then also just maybe a first name deal. You don't need to say full name, but so I'm gonna just pretty much remove that and do like a first name deal right there. And then kind of deal first name, Excel, boom, so first name. So nothing like a contact us, and I'll just save this as solar, and let's save that right there. All right, so now we've pretty much built our lead form. There's a few other automations that we're going to set up to run as well from the lead form, but we're not going to be right now. That's not really the core focus at this moment. At this moment right now, what we're doing for the most part is literally just don't mess with me now. Jeez. Okay, looks like we've got one more thing I'm going to do right now is let's go over here to uh, RIZN Now I know I'm streaming right now, and for some reason, I guess, hopefully that's not what's actually slowing down the Wi-Fi and all that good stuff. But looks like I was able to find a way out of my browser being all crazy. Okay, so we're just gonna go back to our sites, and we'll go back to our sites in the funnel that we just created here, and we're gonna just go ahead now and create a form. Now, once we create the form, we can now go ahead and design a few things that are gonna run from the opt-in kind of deal, right? Because let's edit this in a new tab. So we're gonna design a few things that basically will kind of, all right, looks like we got that sorted out there. we design a few things that's basically going to work off of like after, now that we've done this, we're going to have a few things that's going to work off of this. So what we need now is, which is just thinking of like, I got to get my background a little bit nicer. So now we just come up here, we pretty much just click this, and then we just right here. And then right from here, we can basically go ahead and add our form. So we just come up here. We do have forms. So put like the solar contact us form right here. It's a little bit bigger. Let me see. Yeah, looks like I got to do some editing to that really quickly. Yeah, this needs a little bit of editing for the font. And then also just want to make sure to see how this looks on mobile. Yeah, this looks like it needs Christ. Let me see if I can come up here and edit this right here. Actually, I should be able to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete that. It looks like there's a bunch of other stuff as well on the form. Looks like the pattern is crazy. So let's put a 10 pattern right there and a 10 pattern right there. A little bit of shadow, which is fine. But come back in here, share this tab. Let's save this really quickly and let's refresh it. And looks like we still got a few more. We have a few more chats that are popping in. Go ahead, and it's working interesting. Such few things that get slowed in there, but it's okay. So great creativity and sometimes our creativity. Okay, all right, come out 10. Okay, all right. Looks like we're pretty much ready to sort it out now. All right, so we're back here now. We have that from Camilla. Okay, so now we're back here. So pretty much now we pretty much have this here. So you see now there's a little bit of the background here. So what I want to do now is I just want to kind of make this a little bit smaller because that form that's way too much. And then there's some padding as well. Actually, let's make this opacity of 10. And yeah, we'll just leave this as is. And then one thing we can do is we can go ahead and preview. We can preview the stuff that we do. So this is just going to direct them to a calendar. So our thank you page is going to be a calendar once they filled out our form. So we're pretty much right now, guys, based off of the format we're following, we're basically following this. We're following basically we're following this. We're building basically an opt-in page, and then we're going to basically send them to an application page, which pretty much is still the same as the opt-in page in this position, in this case. But then again, what I wanted them to do here is book a strategy call. So we can call this, rather than this being a book a strategy call, what I'll do is I'll make this a calendar right here. Okay. Boom. So we'll just make this pretty much so they go from opt-in page to calendar, the thank you page, and then we're going to get them a bunch of emails once they book an appointment. And then we can also do an abandoned card, but I'm not going to dive into an abandoned card or what it is right now. So we pretty much have our forms built. We have everything good here. I'm not going to go too much into copy, guys, or the SEO. Now, one thing I want to explain is what is the SEO metadata? The SEO metadata, as you can see here, is I want you to think about it is to whenever you Google something, right? Let's say I Google plumber, right? Let's Google plumber. If I Google plumbers near me, you see something that pops up like this. So we have the header, we have the description that we have here. So this is a full service plumbing. So this is a title. This is an ad. But when you see some things like this that are organically ranking, what you want to do, what that does is when you actually search for something, you actually rank. Think about the search engine optimization. So you actually optimize on the search engine networks. Okay, that's basically what that is. So that's what that SEO metadata is. So you can put something, you can use Chat GPT to write it. You can whatever it is that you need, you can kind of do that. But to keep this video a little shorter, because we're going to be doing a couple things, because we're just basically scratching the surface of what we need done here, because we also need to kind of get up. We also need to set up a few other things such as the AI cold caller and stuff. So I want you guys to actually see how that works. So that's pretty much it. So for this, still a little bit of work. We got to put our logo here. We got to do all that stuff. Don't forget to put your logo. Privacy policy. You're gonna need a privacy policy for your website. So you could just do, um, all right, reserved here. You need a privacy policy and a terms of service. So now, how you get a privacy policy? So literally, all you have to do is just do this, something like this, and then just put a link right here. So the link, you can get a privacy policy by going, just go to Google and just Google privacy policy generator. There's free privacy policy generators. And then right here, you get the www.privacypolicygenerator.info right there, and you'll be able to pretty much generate a privacy policy. So you just click on that, click on website. Once you click on website, click continue and generate privacy policy. And then once you do, you literally just come up here, put your website name, and then just follow the prompt and copy the link. We're not going to dive too into that right now because it's pretty self-explanatory as far as what you need to do. So we'll just come back in here. So any questions on this, guys? If you have any questions so far from the chat, guys? If you have any questions, let me see those questions in the chat, guys. Give me a one if you have any. If you're good, if you guys are good to go. Let me see ones in the chat if you're good to go. Let me see ones, guys. Ones on the chat if you're good to go. Or I'm actually going to go back again. Okay, so we got one. Okay, let's see more ones. Any ones in the chat? I got ones. Any more ones, guys? Are we good to go? Okay, ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. Okay, any more ones? Ones in the chat. Okay, ones in the chat. Okay, we got ones. Okay, we still got more ones. Okay, all right. Okay, everyone is good to go. All right, I love it. Okay, good. Okay, we still got more ones coming in. Okay, all right. So we still got more ones. All right. I love it. Okay. Good. Okay. All right. Good. So we'll go ahead and proceed now. All right. Thanks again, guys. Everyone's and then everyone gets the shout out pretty much. Okay. Good. So let's go back. Now we've designed that. So the next thing we need to do is we pretty much need to set up a calendar that you're going to book on, right? So we need a calendar that they can basically think about it. The way I want you to think about it, guys, I want you to think about it from a perspective of when they sign up to work with you, right? Where are they going to basically be booking on? What is the, let me just go ahead and fix something really quickly from my calendar, okay. And I just want to fix my camera because you guys are seeing the bottom of my screen. Perfect. Okay. So literally just the way I want you guys to think about it for the most part is you pretty much need a way, because based off of the strategy that we're currently working on right now, when we go on the strategy that we have right now that we're working on, we literally have we basically have them going from an opt-in page to a calendar page, from a calendar to a thank you page, and then from the thank you page. So we need basically the calendar page, thank you, and then we have a confirmation, and then we can also come up here and we can design like an AI cold call or something that can actually happen from there. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to go ahead and go to our calendar. So we can usually design two workflows, but I don't want to make it too complicated. So I just want to make it as simple as humanly possible. So we're going to go back into our CRM. We have the thank you page. Do we really need it? Yes, but we can set up the thank you page later. We can just have a plain text for the most part. So this is just basically off the building for the most part. Okay, so we're going to go now into the calendar section. So you basically go to calendars right here. And when you go to calendars, just go to calendar settings. And when you go to calendar settings, you can go ahead and come up here and create your calendar. So you can create a calendar. You can create a simple calendar. We can call this solar energy. Okay. And then we're just going to call this solar business. All right. A business S. 30 minutes, choose the time you're available. You can customize this, and then you can put your phone number in here that people are going to call you on. Do you want to accept payments on the calendar? Do you not? Doesn't matter. And settings, you can come up here and do more things. Solar demo or solar installation. And you can just say, let me do something with Chad GPT here. Write me a 30-word description for a calendar that is about people who want to learn more about solar and installing solar panels for their business or homes. Okay. Okay. I don't know. 34. Let's see. Write me a description for a calendar about booking solar appointments. Booking. And make it salesy and convincing why people should book an appointment. Book an appointment. Secure your solo dream today. Book your appointment today. So we can use something like this. Chat GPT, I guess, slow. He's getting a little bit tired. It's like, yo, I've been working too hard. And then we're just kind of just do a description like this. Group, do you not a calendar group? You can put all that good stuff, and then you can color code it if you need it. Availability, just make sure to set your availability. Now, one key thing about availability, one good thing you can do is, let's say you open from 8 to 7 and you want to change it from, or let's say you do from 10 to 7. Let's say you want to do this, and rather than having to literally go from scratch and basically edit each and every one of them, you just go ahead and click copy to all, and then it changes all the times right there. And then if you want to have custom hours, let's say you're not open traditionally from here, you can go ahead and go to custom, you can edit it. Forms of payment, the form that they're using is, we're using the form Solar Contact Us. Once they do that form, they're going to come up here. And then connections. So you can link your calendar here, your Google Calendar. If you have any calendar, you can link it here as well if you need to. Customizations, if needed, you can add your logo, calendar cover image, and as well, guys, if you want to, I would recommend, if you have a logo, always go ahead and put your company logo right here. Okay. Okay, and then once we save that, so we're going to do two things that I need. So once we save it, we're going to close it, and let's go ahead and find the calendar solar energy right here. Created this one, and we're going to share this, and we're going to copy this link. Okay, so I'm going to go to a notepad. I'm going to put actually now my notepad looks like it's crazy full. Let's use this calendar link. And we're going to use a calendar ID. This is just me kind of just like putting stuff in here. So I'm going to now copy that, and I want to get the calendar ID from I'm going to use the calendar ID later. We're going to need it, but for now, we just need the calendar link. We need the link, and then what we're going to do with the link is we're going to go back now to our form builder, and we're going to go to our solar form that we built right here, the one that was very much didn't let us leave. I know, kind of funny. Let's see, make sure everything's good. Is ChatGPT Premium expensive? Is ChatGPT Premium expensive? It all depends. Expensive is very relative. I wouldn't say it's expensive. You can pretty much use it for free, but if you want anything kind of a little bit custom, I'd say it's gonna cost about $20, $20 a month. So it's relatively depends to me. comparatively cheap as opposed to if you're paying $20,000 for a copywriter. I mean, if you have 20,000 paid for a copywriter, I mean, then you might say it's expensive, but I wouldn't say Chad GPT is expensive. I actually would like to say that Chad GPT is honestly relatively cheap, if you ask me. So let's come up here to the forms and options to submit. So basically on submit, where do you want to go? You want them to basically go here to, we'll post that link that they can go once they submit. And now if you have a Facebook, you can paste your Facebook ID here. You can put, there's a few things, we can cover that later. For now, I don't, I like to do that. You can do that. You can do that. Or not do that, that's up to you. There's a few other things you could do. I don't like to complicate it, and I like to keep it very, very simple and keep it very, very easy as far as everything that we do for the most part. All right, so we've gone ahead and saved that. Now let's go back. Let's see if it lets us leave. Oh, it did let us leave. Now another thing we need to do now is we need to set up automation. So automation once they book, right? So the automation, there's automations here that you can use. You can I'm gonna create a folder and I'm gonna just call this for watch me build. Okay. And I'm going to create a new workflow on this folder, and then we can import from a campaign, or we can use like, let's see, this is all just pretty much ready to go, just needs a little bit of edits. This will help you book appointment. So let's say they booked an appointment, so we had like an appointment confirmation and reminder, so we could just click select. Okay, and then boom, we have the confirmation email. So we can say trigger. Trigger is going to be appointment, and then we can choose a calendar. In calendar, and the calendar we have is, oh, did I name my calendar? I don't think I named my calendar. Did I name it? I think I named the calendar. Solar energy. Yeah, I named it. I was like, what? Always save. And then one more thing I like to do here is, you can choose the emails, and the email is gonna. So if you have an email, just put an email here. Um, Actually, I think I have this backwards. Okay. We come to builder, so we have a confirmation email. So confirmation email, hey, contact first name. I recommend you read through it and edit it, and then pretty much if they book, I recommend you edit it, all that good stuff. And then I like to just tag them. You can tag them. You can create a tag and say, whatever tag you want to add. But we pretty much have an automation. It's pretty much, running for the most part. Yeah, we have automations running for the most part. So we'll just go ahead and pretty much come up here and publish this to come. And then also another thing you want to do is you want to do internal notification. And you want to send in an internal notification to, you can send it to a user. You can just do a notification to the user, and you just call this new lead. And this will just notify you on the app. I'll show you how to get the app, guys. You have a new lead and appointments. As well. And then let's do contact first name. And then we also need appointment, start date, appointment, start date time. And then save action, save. Just check the valid inputs and then redirect page, contact, select user type, all users, and then let's go and save action, and then save that action. So we're just sending an internal notification. And then you can also come up here and see the stats. You can see the stats as to how many people opened it. You can also see the stats as well. That's good for tracking and good to know if your email is actually getting delivered. There's a few things we can do, we can talk on, but for that, we're not really going to dive too in depth into that. One more thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick a campaign. Let's see, what's my campaign? Okay, nurture. Actually, that's fine. I'll clone something else and use that. But we've pretty much got our emails. Like I said, the emails, you can write the emails with Chat GPT as needed. I just want to kind of keep it simple. So we have our calendar, and then once you're done, it's going to send them a thank you message and all that good stuff. Now, let's say we want to design our call. We want the AI to call them once they submit the lead form, right? So we want an AI to call them once they submit the lead form. So for this to operate, for this to work, what I'm going to do is there's a little bit of things I'm going to show you guys how it works. It's a little bit technical, but I'm actually going to just duplicate workflow, BZ AI. And we're going to move this to folder. We're going to move to folder. We're going to move it to folder of watch me build. Okay, let's move that to a new folder. And let's go back to a folder. And let's go home. And let's type the watch me build. So now what we're doing right now, guys, is we're literally, so just go ahead and name this edit workflow. We'll call this VZ book Solar. Okay, and then we're going to use a trigger. We need to set a trigger for this one. So the trigger for this one is going to be contact tag is, we could just, instead of even using a tag, we could just use a form submitted. So the form submitted, or you could do a lead form submitted, doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. I just want to kind of keep this a little bit. Form is solar, contact this. So we're just going to save trigger. We're going to save, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and create our AI SDR, AI appointment setter, AI, whatever you want to call it, is going to call this person to basically book an appointment for us whenever they are interested. So we're just going to go back. So right now we're just setting up the automations. Okay. All right. So now we're just going to go to our AI agent right here where we can create our AI bot. Okay. And we're just going to come up here to project and we're going to add a new project and we're going to call this project Solar Setter. This is for people who do not book an appointment. Book an appointment. All right. And we're just going to go ahead and use this. So pretty much a few settings you want to do is a few things, default settings you want to change. You want to come here to call settings first. Before you do anything, you want to come to call settings. You want to come up here to change the voice. So this is my favorite voice. You can put Diane, interrupt, click false, and then always update settings. Now, if you wanted to do call from a different number, let's say your phone number, you choose a number here, or it's going to call from your default number here on the CRM. You can change it as well for caller ID. If you wanted to transfer the call to you, you can choose transfer right here. And then you don't have to worry about SMS and agents and all that stuff. I can show you how to do the SMS and stuff. So what you want to do now is you want to basically come up here to agents. I've been away from this. We got Jennifer Lovett. Okay. This is what I am waiting for, automation. I don't know who it is, but okay, waiting for this part. Automation, interesting indeed. All right, guys. So it's getting good. So just make sure to just like, sub, do all the good stuff because now we're actually getting into the nitty gritty. We're actually going to be going into. We've set up the website, like you said, guys. It took me 53 minutes pretty much to build everything. Granted, not the greatest, not the finest, not the best, but we have something pretty much in a working order. So now pretty much what we're going to do is we're basically going to dive into basically now building the automation system and getting the automation system set up so that we can have the AI cold call. Not even cold call, you can have it and just call anybody in general. So like it's gonna call people that filled out the form on the ad. And I'm gonna show you guys how to also do it with Chat GPT. Now, if you want to get access to this and get access to the secrets and stuff that I use, then there's gonna be in the description, or just DM me the word client, or just DM just DM the word client as well, and we'll go ahead and basically send you this. And should be a lead form as well. There should be a form as well in the description. But we're gonna go ahead and pretty much continue here back in the build. So now we're gonna go ahead and build our AI agent. So we're building our AI agent. So to build an agent, we just click here, add new agent. So now this is where it's gonna get a little tricky, right? Because here you're like, okay, what do I put here? So we're gonna say name of our agent is Julia. Okay, so we want Julia, and she's a representative of ABC Solar. Okay, so we have ABC Solar, Julia. Now you're like, okay, how do I create the script? So this is where it's going to get interesting. So I'm actually going to use Chad GPT to create my script. So this part is a little bit exclusive for members. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to the AI call flow creator. So this is an AI call flow creator. So all you want to do here is basically come up here to the AI call flow creator. Now this is a little bit custom setup in Chat GPT. This is not something which is easily accessible. This is something that I kind of personally built. So if you want access to this, guys, you're gonna have to be pretty much a member of using the software. So we're gonna call it Julia, service provided, solar installments, and we help people save money on your energy bills by going green, and pretty much they can get started for $0. Get started for $0. Installation done for you free. Homeowners looking to go solar and save on energy bills. ABC Solar. This is an AI bot that will be calling businesses or people who opted into an ad to book them as an appointment. Okay, so boom, it's writing the scripts. Okay, so it's writing my script for me right there. All right, and then we just literally copy that. Let's make sure everything looks good right there. Disconnect. Okay, and then we'll just copy that. We'll come back into our CRM right here. And for this one, we're just gonna go next and just put this. Hey, I just put that real quick. We just need to put something here. Let's make sure it has the word disconnect. Okay, so we're just gonna put, and we wanted to say the first name. So go with this. We'll put a variable here that says first name. Okay, right there, Johnson. All right, and let's copy that. And we go back to the previous page, and we're gonna place that as a whatever you have here is agreed and needs to also be agreed in the script. So now we're gonna go back to our, I can't show you guys what we're doing here, but we'll go to our cold email persona creator right there. Okay. Okay, so the bot name is, we have Julia, and company is ABC Solar, and we have audience homeowners who are looking to save more money on their energy bills by going solar, and also help the environment by going green. We will install a solar panels completely free for you to help you save on your energy bills and also help you control and get more freedom over your electricity, no more power outages. Have peace of mind. This is for ABC Solar, who's targeting homeowners. And then, no, it didn't do it properly. Hold on. Let me see. There's something, it made a mistake somewhere I need to fix. So let me see. We do it live, guys. We do it literally. We are doing it live, like live. Are doing this live. Um, that's not what I was looking for. Really, Google Docs? Really, really? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, rewrite using the same format. Uh, I'm gonna say rewrite. No, it's going crazy again. Okay. Let me see. This is going to be secret, guys. This is a secret. This is a secret. Julia, let me see. So this is Julia, ABC, Solar. We install solar for you for free to help you save on your energy bills and get energy independence. Homeowners. I'm actually going to just show you guys I'm actually going to duplicate the template that I'm using right now. And let me make a copy of this. And let's call this solar. Yeah, it looks like Chad GPT is kind of going crazy. So this is something we use for life insurance lead vendor. So I'm going to use that template. Julia, a dedicated representative of ABC Solar, a leading. Do not deviate from template. No, let's do something from here. Under no circumstance. Let's see if it goes crazy again. It is still going crazy again. Okay, maybe it's because I'm using. I know why. It's because I'm using the the 3.5 format, which is the. This is why you when you use free. This is what happens when you use free. You get like poor performance. Yeah, you get a terrible design. So you are there. We go. My God. See, this is why you use four, because four seems to you're skilled in addressing. So now it's designing that AI persona that I want. So note to self: use GPT-4 or any other model that comes on after this. Let me see. Looks like we got a few chats coming in. Um, awesome, Sissy. Awesome. Hey, Sissy. All right. Let's remove that. And all right, so what I'm going to do right now is just copy that, and I'm going to come back into the CRM right here, and literally, and then I'm going to just paste that right there. Okay, put it on top of the script. So if it's suitable slots found, uh, appointment slot, let me check your availability. So can I check your availability? So I can check your location, your location, so I can check your area. Let me check your availability. When are you available? Okay, so now we're building this, and then the next thing we need is we just go next, and now it's going to. So we need a few rules for it to follow. Like, what are the rules that it's going to follow? So for the rules are pretty simple. The rules are just it's basically just a copy and paste. All the bots, unless you kind of designing something a little bit sophisticated, like which for sophisticated bots, it's a little bit more work on our end, but we can get it done for you. Um, that's actually got to use the developers for that. Set that next, and then now it's going to go ahead and design the objection, right? So it's designing the objection and coming up with the objection to follow. Okay. So parents, it's expensive, blah, 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 blah. Okay. All the good stuff. So now we need to design, it gets a little better. Now we got to design the call flow. So we actually need to set up a call flow for this, how this is where the call flow kind of comes in. So we need to kind of design something of a call flow. So we're just going to go ahead and create a new chat. And this is all pretty much we're using the rebuttal designer here. Uh, and then this is a bot named, this is our rebuttal designer. So this is a bot. Julia, ABC Solar Company provides free installation of solar panels to help our consumers and homeowners save on energy bills and keep more money in your pocket. ABC Solar Company. ABC Solar Company. All right. So now it's literally designing a call flow scenario, right? So registration plans, web skeptical, what's the catch? So literally all you're gonna do is just pretty much come up here, copy this. There's gonna be a lot of copy and paste is gonna be done. So this is where it kind of gets a little bit interesting. So we're just basically literally doing a copy and paste here off of Chat GPT. So this might be the long part, but listen, guys, we're literally building this live right now. We've been live for the past few hours. Actually, live. I thought we've been live for like a few hours, but this is actually going faster than I thought than that it actually would. So we're actually doing pretty good on time, guys, because this is scheduled for about 2 hours, like I said. So contributing in the future, saving money. Does that sound like a plan? key thing when you build in a bot, guys, you want to make sure that the bot is basically, you want to make sure the bot ends with a question, because remember, the bot needs to maintain control of the conversation. So if you decide to move up on every offers this argument, close it. Answer. All right. Can you guarantee energy bills will be lower? So these, I mean, these are genuine questions that people do genuinely ask. Energy guarantee be lower, while individual savings can vary. Um, absolutely. Let's go ahead. And then the technology is slowly, it's advancing, guys. So we're gonna build this, and literally once we build this, we're gonna go ahead and test it out right now, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to how we're gonna launch it for the most part. So there's a few more codes that I have to write, so I don't want to kind of bore you guys with the whole lengthy process. So we're just gonna go ahead and end this right. Let's see. Boom, boom. What date and time? Oh, no codes. Yeah, don't worry about it. We handle the installation for you. We set it up for you. I see the chat here. Natalie says no codes. Yeah, we pretty much help you out with the installation and all that good stuff that comes with it. Next Thursday, 3 p.m. for anything else. You always want to end pretty much with always with a question. Anything else? And then that's all for now. And we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna test it out really quickly. You're welcome. Thank you. Have a good day. Boom, boom, and save. Okay, good. So now we're gonna go ahead and test this campaign. Test this out here. So we're gonna test this in here. Just go to new audience list. So we call this a test list, and we're gonna manually add numbers, and we're gonna call this. Okay. And we're gonna just come up here, new campaign. I'll call this a test campaign. And this will basically run off of a test. Okay. And then as this is running, I want you guys to pretty much see my face because, like I said, I haven't tested this out yet. So we're going to test the script out. So it's going to call me. I want you guys to pretty much see my phone ring once it does. All right. Just setting it up now. Oh, I see. I forgot to do one thing. And I think it timed out on me. All right. Looks like we got 225 people watching live right now. So let's make sure that this system do not disappoint. But yeah, we're literally just gonna test it out. We're gonna test out the AI call, and I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna set it up pretty much to work. And campaigns. Let's run a test campaign. Proceed anyway. Let me see. It looks like that system is a little bit slow right now. I'll just do a new campaign real quick. There's a way to pretty much make the test run faster, but I think I know what's going on. Okay, so pretty much all that's set up. Let me see. Okay, this looks like we're getting a little bit of tech errors, guys. So now the interesting stuff begins. Now we're about to get really, really into the nooks and cranny of the system now. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of an error there. All right. Okay, let's see. Manual. Okay, perfect. That should work. All right, then we'll go old school for this one. But for this, I'm gonna go ahead and test out another automation so you guys pretty much see how the system works, and then we'll come back to that. Since for now it's going all crazy on me. Let's add this to easy. So I'm gonna just test it out with that campaign workflow because that one it's pretty much all set up. So yeah, you guys have pretty much seen. I'm sharing a little bit of personal information here. That's the reason why I'm not sharing my screen, because if not, I would be sharing my screen. Okay, but that's the AI calling. Hello.
Hello, Emmanuel, RIZN VZN. This is Ruth from RIZN Results. How are you today?
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I noticed you requested more info on one of our ads, the one that says you can advertise your business in just 5 clicks. No advertising experience needed. Does that ring a bell?
It doesn't ring a bell.
No worries. It's the one where you can use our platform to advertise your business in just 5 clicks. Just out of curiosity, are you currently running an advertising campaigns for your business on any of the social media platforms?
Yes, we're advertising on Facebook.
Perfect. Then our AI ad launcher and management tool can definitely help you optimize your ad campaigns. Would you like me to go over how it works with you?
Sure. Let's just go ahead and schedule an appointment.
Awesome. Let's schedule a demo. When are you available this week or next week?
Can you book me for Tuesday at?
Let me check our calendar for available slots. Looks like slots are not available for this date. Can you tell me another date when you are available?
How about today at 4 p.m.?
Looks like slots are not available for this date either. Can you tell me another date when you are available?
Today at 4 p.m.
I found a time slot that works for the demo. Let me book that for you. Your appointment is successfully booked. Thank you for your time.
Boom, that's a notification right there. It just booked my appointment. It synced, the CRM just notified me, hey, boom, you just got an appointment. Thank you. You have a good day. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
And then it automatically hangs up. So the AI literally will take the call. It will do the calls. I just wanted to basically have you guys test that one out because like I said, I'm building a lot of AI bots, AI agents, basically, that can basically, handle multiple tasks. So what ends up happening is sometimes what ends up happening is the servers get overloaded. So like for instance, this campaign here that was testing right there, that was just basically a test that I was trying to. So there's some error with something that's here, so I kind of have to get it fixed. So that's another bot that basically we have to check, test with that bot to basically make sure that everything's pretty much good for the most part. And let me just make sure I have this set up correctly too. 754262453. Yeah. That actually is set correctly. And then yeah, I'll go ahead and set this up because I think this is pretty much just a a system issue. Okay, so we've built our bot. Now, one more thing we have to do the moment you build a bot, Jordan, Leona, okay, Ballot, awesome. The can't believe. Let me make sure I'm here. I know it's kind of crazy, guys. It's definitely very very insane when you actually pretty much think about it. But yeah, no. So we're pretty much, like I said, we're pretty much working on stuff, and that's one of the things we're working on right now, which is basically the AI, the ability for us to basically use AI to call the leads the moment they come in. Now, the next thing we're going to be doing is actually how do we generate the leads, which is where we're going to be going into our AI advertising tool. So basically, most of everything we're doing right now is we're basically just using AI to go ahead and launch everything. We're literally just using AI to go ahead and manage everything, make sure everything's pretty much like running smoothly, and you want to make sure the leads are getting called the moment to fill the form out. So thanks again, Mandy. Kudos to you, man. Honestly, the kudos to the developers that did this. I'm just basically, a marketer and an educator for the most part. But a few more things we're gonna have to do to make sure this is perfect, because we're not really done yet, is we're gonna have to come up here to just come up here to accounts, go to project. So you need to come up here, click this three dots, copy the project ID. So you're gonna need the project ID for when you start. Is that what? There should be another Google Doc. You're gonna need the project ID for pretty much anything that has to do with what's the word I'm looking for again? My brain like it's like, dude, what am I talking about? Let me see, project ID. All right, so we're going to use it for integrating with the calendar. So there's another automation that we have to set up. So what we want to do right now is you want to go into automations, the automation that we just recently built, or whatever automation you just built in, let's see, the VZ Solar. We're doing the VZ Solar right here. And then a few things we want to do is you want to go ahead and we need to edit this webhook here. Okay, so we need to edit this webhook here. So we need to change the calendar ID. So remember, guys, I told you guys earlier to save the calendar ID. That's where it comes in. So I'm going to copy my calendar ID. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to paste that calendar ID. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the project ID. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that project ID. And I'm going to come to the project ID and save it. And I'm going to save it. And ideally, you want to pretty much ideally, you want to test out your, I think it's V. I'm trying to see, 754-262. You want to test it out. So this might not work. This may or may not work because, like I said, guys, we're literally just running an API call. So this, since this is pretty much running a test right now, so I'm trying to see if I can get it to work with the API. But usually your phone starts to ring about a couple seconds after you do. So the API call did not work on that one, which was fine. Let me see it again one more time. And I think I know what the issue is. It's finished. It's not available. Processing staff, which means it didn't take it. Okay, that's fine. But it's on. So what that's going to allow it to do now is going to allow it to pretty much automatically book appointments for us the moment that people pretty much come in. So we've built this now. We've set up that. Let's go back to our. So we have the emails here. We can set up an AI to call them then once they come in. So what we can do is we can go back to our automation that we're working on right now and share this tab instead. And we could say, we already set it up where once they fill out the lead form, the trigger is the lead form. So once they form submitted, it's going to call them. You could say, or you could just, ideally, sometimes I do lead form. Sometimes I just actually delete this. And what I do is I do something like, you could go something like this and create a new, because you don't really want to be messing around with that workflow too much. So you can go ahead and create a new workflow that's like, start from scratch and just do a add to campaign workflow, for instance. So trigger is going to be, we're going to do form submitted. And you want to do something like this. That's like form is Solar, contact us, save trigger. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do an add to, actually, let's just do a workflow. Add to workflow. And we're going to go for BZ, Solar lead, save action. And we're going to add that, and that's going to be saved. Boom, boom. And this is going to be. Now we are almost pretty much at the end, guys. I know. Take a round of applause for everybody, guys. Let's get a one. If make sure everyone is still with me here. Let me get a one in the chat. Let me get a one to make sure everybody's still pretty much good and still following. One. Hey, Javek. We got Mabad one. Okay, Javek one. All right, Mabad one. All right, let me get ones, guys. Maverick, Kevin, Kane one. Cherie. Let me get some ones, guys. One. Ivan one. Okay, Abiagil one. Come on, guys. Let me see. Okay, Althea. Hey, that's a cute dog, by the way. Camelitan one. Okay, good, good. And if you have any questions, guys, don't forget to post any questions. Because like I said, we're doing a watch me build, but if you have any questions at any point in time, I will look at the chat because I have another screen right here that's basically showing me the chat so I can Andy Moore, we got ones, and then we got ones. And then if you have any questions or you want me to repeat any step, put that in the chat and I will go ahead and pretty much cover that. But we got ones in the chat. Okay. And okay, we got more ones. Okay. More. Art Francis has more ones. Okay, good. I love it, guys. I love it. Leona, one. Kyle, one. All right. I love it. Dustin Francis. Alexis Agby, one. Dustin Francis, one. Natalie L, one. All right. I love it. Greg the Great. The Great. Greg, I love the name. Jennifer Rawle, one. All right. Good. Jennifer Rawle again, one. Hey, Jennifer. Thanks again for double ones. Yvonne Harvey, one. All right. I love it, guys. That's good. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it coming. All right. Good. Looks like we pretty much have our ones there that we need. Okay. Good. So now we're going to go into basically now, oh, we still got more ones. Okay. Hey, B Gordon one. Hey, how's it going, B Gordon? So now that we pretty much have our ones, now what we're going to do is we're going to now go ahead and transition now into basically the building that AI ads. And I'm actually going to be showing you guys a few more too. So we're pretty much coming to the end here. Like I said, guys, it's pretty much going to be watch me build for about 2 hours. Basically, it's a 2-hour stream. And then now we proceed from there. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to sharing my screen. So pretty much have set that there. We've set it. So now we're going to go ahead now and go to basically our one more thing we need is we need to put a URL. Remember I told you guys to connect your website. So to connect your website, what you want to do is you want to go to, I don't want to reveal so much here because this is kind of active. Let me just go ahead and remove that screen until I get it to domains. So, all right, perfect. Okay. All right. And let's go ahead and get back to it and share the screen. All right. So you basically come up here to domains and you want to go ahead and just basically come up here and add a new domain. And put your domain here and then it'll automatically pretty much, set it up for you. So these are a few domains that are out there that we can use. I have a bunch of other domains, but we could use this one for the most part. Road to 30.com. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go back now and I'm going to come back into sites and go into the funnel that we just viewed. So we built the solar energy quotes. And now what we're going to do is literally we're going to assign this a website. So we're going to one of the domains. So come up here, look for a domain that I'm not using. This one. Okay. And we can save that. Okay. And then if we come back in here to the, all right, we go to the funnel step, we copy that. Let's go to an incognito window here really quickly. Share this incognito window. This is not what I was looking for, but I see why. I see. That makes sense. I'm already redirecting something to that page, so it's not going to work. How about we do that one? Oh, I don't have a scene for that one. Oh my God. Be nice if I build actually just like added a domain. Let's save this then. Please confirm a change. Type the word change. Yes, change the domain. I'm literally just out here now, basically changing the domain for this one here. That's why you guys, if you couldn't see me, uh, hopefully that didn't mess up anything because that is actually one of our coaching programs that we use. Okay, boom. So we have our domain. That actually just take you guys to go purchase some life insurance. Hey, go purchase some life insurance. Go make it rain. Support the channel. Go get that life insurance. Okay, good. So we got that pretty much right there. And then now what we want to do is we want to now come back in here. So we've used our AI. We've set up the AI to call. And now we just obviously don't forget to always test your workflow as well. So now you want to just come up to the RIZN AI ad creator. We come to the ad creator. Literally just click login. And then once you click login here, what you want to do is we can launch ads. You can connect your ad accounts. You can launch ads on Google, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, doesn't matter. So for Facebook, for instance, we just click Facebook. And then all you want to do here is come up here and then remove the website and paste your website. You know, obviously once you sign up, you can do this. And then we say we are ABC Solar. We provide the best solar service out there, basically helping consumers save money on their energy bills and also help them to be able to help the environment as well. And let's go to generate the region description. And is a leading oh, solar. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but let's do that again. And then if you want to do more stuff, there's advanced, just you can add like you go 10% off or whatever is a lead in solar industry, business in the solar industry, and it will generate content. So now it's reading your website and it's going ahead now and it's going in there and it's going to generate pretty much the image for that. And it's also going to go ahead and generate the video as well if you need to. Then if you want to do something a little bit more custom, you can go on Midjourney and you can use Midjourney for the most part to help you do most of all of this stuff if needed. Obviously, that's if you need it. If you don't need it, that's pretty much pretty easy, simple if you ask me. Yeah. So it's still scrubbing the website, as you guys know. It's kind of fairly basic. The setup that I did. Look, it's gone ahead and generated a basically an ABC Solar. What's the word you're looking for? It's a leading business in the solar industry. We're committed to blah 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 blah. Go so today, save money and the planet. Genius. All right, so it starts our system so it's created targeting. If you want to, you can edit it here as well. If you want to do more editing, you can come up here and you can edit and choose all of that stuff. But this is what's recommended. This is, and then you can come up here and let's say you want to target whatever state. Let's say you are only doing this in I don't know, North Carolina, for instance. You can come up here and choose North Carolina. Right? And if you service other regions, like I said, guys, I'm as familiar with the solar industry as Google will as my Google expertise. So this is an example of a video that it created. So you can use a video like this. If you want an image, you can go ahead and use an image like this. Go solar today. And it's with the copy. ABC Solar is a leading business in the solar industry. We're committed to providing um, sustainable and efficient solar energy solutions. Our services are blah 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 blah. And then you go ahead and choose if you want to create a lead form. You can go ahead and create a lead form here. But actually, this is you can create a lead form from here and people can fill up your lead form. Ideally, I recommend lead forms, but if you want people to go to your website form, obviously you can set up your website form here. And then we just change this. Make sure to always put your goal. Leads, you need a lead form. Conversions, they're going to be pretty much going on your website, and you need a pixel for that. For this leads, you don't need a pixel, all that good stuff. Facebook pretty much targets and retargets automatically for you. You don't need any pixel or any of that fancy stuff. Let me see. what else? That's pretty much, we've set up that, we've set it up. Now, if we're going to be creating a lead form, once you go ahead and you're done here, just go ahead and click create and you add, will pretty much start running. That's pretty much it. Now, one more thing, since we're going to be using, if you're going to be using the lead form, not the form you created, you want to go back to the workflow that you created. And we'll cover lead forms a little bit later. I don't want to go, I just want to show you guys how to basically use the platform. And let's go back to that workflow and this one here. So actually, no, that's not the one I wanted to do. Form submitted. So you want to use the trigger for, you can also use Facebook lead form submitted as well. So you want to do Facebook lead form. So you want to add another trigger. So you want to add another trigger, Facebook lead form submitted. And you want to go ahead and come up here and choose the form, and you can choose whatever form you want to use and then save the trigger. Okay. Now, before you can, if you don't see a form on here, what you need to do is you need to go to this the settings, and you need to come up here to integrations, and you need to come up here and connect your Facebook, and then you need to come up here to Facebook form field mapping right here, and then you want to go ahead and pretty much set it up like so, basically. Just click map fields, and then just come up here, map the field to whatever it is you want to map. You know, like say full name to full name, what virtual service do you need, whatever it is. But if you don't, if there's a field is not there, you want to come up here and create a custom field and add a field, for instance, you know, single line, how many solar panels do you need? Okay, there's an example. Enter. Example. All right, we're gonna make this as an additional info. So you can do that, and then this way, when you come back into integration and your Facebook form fields mapping right here, you can, if I wanted to map this field, I can map this field, and I can say, remember we said how many, let's see if I can find that. How many leads do you purchase a month? How many, how would you like how can you go free to, it should be here somewhere. Either way, just basically refresh it and you can pretty much map it to whatever it is that you want to map it to right there. Okay. And then once you're done, obviously don't forget to save it. Let me see, what else did I want to cover? I think we covered everything. We covered everything for the most part, I think. Let me see, guys, any questions? This is the open floor now. If anyone has any questions, let me see the questions. Post your comments in the questions in the chat. Do you have any questions? Any questions at all? No questions? Let me see, guys. We're gonna do a live Q&A right now. Come on, you can't tell me nobody has any questions, guys. Because I'm gonna be ending the stream shortly. So we're almost an hour and 38 minutes. You guys gonna let me hang now? Wow. Okay. All right. Looks like we have no questions. One more thing I want to test really quickly. I want to test something really quickly. Another session for the Facebook ads launching. Okay, I'll go over it again. I'll go over the Facebook ads again. Launching the Facebook ads, and I'll kind of go a little bit more in depth as to a few things that you're going to need to set up for the Facebook ads to actually be, if you want to make sure you have basically a smooth, successful run with the Facebook ads. I'm just checking on something else really quickly to see how that would work. Yeah, that's not, yeah, there's still something that's kind of giving me an error here really quickly. Okay, so to the Facebook ad. So one more thing that you guys are gonna need, especially if you're doing a Facebook ad, you can just come up here, you can go on Google, and all you have to do is go on Google and Google Facebook Business Manager, okay, business account, whatever it is. And so you can come up here and you can create basically it's not this here. You want to go to business.facebook.com right here. And you want to go ahead and basically create you can log in with Facebook. If you don't have any, you can create a business manager, but if you go ahead and log in, let's see, let me just go ahead and pretty much get myself out of there. Okay, and then it gave me a code. Let me just log into my Facebook really quickly. Okay. So once you log into your Facebook, let's go ahead and go here to this. Obviously, you just need to set up everything and then just come up here to All Tools. And then All Tools is where you're pretty much going to need to access so when you want to advertise, you're going to need an ads manager. So you want to come up here to ads manager. You can also create your forms as well from here, but you also need to set up a few things you need to set up. You want to make sure that your business account, everything's pretty much all like set up and good to go. This has my ad account. It does have my ad account. Of course it does. My God. Oh, that's not showing. Cool, nice. I just realized that's not showing. So let me see, because I'm trying to see how I can blur things, because this is actually like sensitive information. Um, what you want to do is you want to go to business settings, make sure you input a payment method with Facebook, because we don't collect payments. Okay, billings and payments. So trying to see how I can do it. Just that's going to be something a little bit more private on a private group. I don't want to show that on live here. But once you have that all pretty much done on your Facebook business account, because from what I'm seeing right now, it will reveal a lot of private information if I do that. Yeah. Let me see. Or I could do. hmm, Yeah, just make sure you put a payment account on your business manager. Definitely go ahead and put your payment account. And then let me see. So now let's come back in because you guys had a valid question there. You wanted me to cover the AI ads launching tool, basically the seamless ads. Seamless ads. I'm gonna call it seamless AI. No, I think that already exists. So the best way to put it is the tool gives you the ability to advertise. So let's say we wanted to advertise our business on Google search, right? So we'll come up here on Google search and we put our business website here. So see, it generates a power your home with solar, invest in solar power, save money. So what you add is, and then you pretty much get creative. It basically writes all the copy, everything that you need to do. And then you can add a form if you want to add a phone number and if you wanted to show on Google Maps. So showing Google Maps is a little bit of for this to show, you need a GMB account, a Google Maps account to uh, uh, your Google Ad account. So what I need to do now, what you need to do now is you want to, let me just make sure this is not going to reveal anything. You need to come up here to connect platforms. Yeah, it's revealing a lot. And let me see, link conversion Google traffic. Google My Business. So what you want to do is you want to go to ads.google.com and you want to go ahead and connect your Google My Business account. Okay. And you can connect that. That's going to be for later. I don't want that to be the focus of today's video for now, but we'll cover the various ads and how you can launch them. So of course, I went and I showed you guys exactly what I didn't want to show. Yeah, it's fine. Basically, you can do a Google search, and if you have a LinkedIn as well, if you connect your LinkedIn, if you have a LinkedIn ad account now, this is more for the B2B, B2B. If you want to do a B2B, you connect your LinkedIn account, connect your Instagram account, and connect your YouTube. Pretty much YouTube. It should just it's going to create your ad right there. Solar related renewable energy and recommended creative. So for this one, you do need to put a YouTube video. So you need to, so this one we can't really, it can't generate for you. You actually need to upload your video to YouTube, and then you actually need to put your YouTube URL there. And in the Google display, you can put your ads on Google. Snapchat. Now, if you are a Snapchat user, I don't use Snapchat, but if you're advertising something that's more like, something for like 19, 20-year-olds, like, I don't know, some way to do your homework and pass college without actually being there, you can do that. If you want people to basically call your business, you can do the Google call ads as well, if that's something you wanted to do. And then you basically have all Google channels if you wanted to do that. And you can also do something for a Microsoft Bing ad as well. Pretty much whatever it is that you want to do, you can go ahead and do that. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. The next Watch Me Build that we do will probably be, because I'll be out of town, but I'll still try to do my best to do at least a few of these a week, maybe one or two a week, as well, as you guys know. So then again, just comment client if you're interested, and I'll go ahead and send you the sign up for this, or you can check the description if you want to go ahead and get started using this tool if you like it. Let me leave your comment if you have any questions. Let me know. But this, I'd say, it's a pretty good tool for anyone who wants to launch. And if you want to grow your business, because I believe that this tool is pretty much revolutionary, and I think this is something that's going to be good for everyone that's in business in general. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you guys. And like I always like to say, bye-bye. Take care, everyone. Enjoy. Take care. And adios. Sayonara.